Welcome back to my room. We're going to play Forspoken on PC. We're going to continue with that adventure today. But before we get started, I want to talk for a few minutes. Not too long. Hopefully not too long. But you can see I adjusted my camera. So the way I had it before, my camera is mounted on a bracket behind my monitor attached to my desk. And it's really difficult to get back there to adjust it. It's extremely difficult. So I don't like to fuck with it. And it's got a prime lens on it. And with a prime lens, you can't zoom it in or out. It's fixed. It's one specific, like, focal depth or whatever the hell you call it. But I discovered if I change my camera from 1080p to 4K, it zooms it in. It's the nature of this camera. It crops 4K, and however that works with this model, because it's like a lower end model. And because it crops it essentially zooms in. And I was using that as sort of like a cheat zoom function. But I found that it was like too close to my face. The whole reason I was doing that in the beginning is because my setup that I used to have in the bedroom, just the way everything was set up in there, it worked to be zoomed in like that. But in here, I don't like it. So I tried to fix things a little bit. I've adjusted my lighting. I think it looks a little better. It's a work in progress. That's one of the things I'm hoping we see on my channel, is that as we move forwards in time, the quality also increases. And I've adjusted the lighting. And then with the camera, I had completely forgotten that back when I was filming my CRT, I had turned off a bunch of settings that were fucking up just the way that it was capturing the CRT itself. I found some of the settings on the camera were causing issues. So like I disabled like the vibration reduction setting. I turned that back on. And hopefully that helps a little bit when I touch my desk or my keyboard. It doesn't, because the desk shakes real easy, and because the camera's mounted to it, the whole thing fucking shakes. And then my neighbors slam their doors all the time. Like, I mean, it sounds like a grenade down there on a daily basis. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them, dude. And that shakes my whole fucking apartment. It shakes my desk. My monitor fucking wobbles and shit. And you'd think normally it would be someone above you doing that, but that's how dumb these fucking people are. And the other thing is the camera, I had turned off like a lighting enhancement. There's this thing called active D lighting. It's a Nikon camera. And I had that turned off too. Well, I turned it back on to normal setting. And I feel like it enhanced the lighting in here a little bit, so it doesn't look quite as dark. I don't want it super fucking blown out. I like this right here. I feel like this is a good sweet spot. Okay. So I wanted to mention that. And then the other thing, I wanted to do it real quick because it came to my mind and it seemed fun. And what I did, and first of all, I'll describe briefly, like my microphone here, like it's not a piece of junk, but it's not the ideal mic. And a microphone will alter or color your voice in some way. There's an EQ curve with every microphone, and often it boosts the high frequencies. Sometimes it'll boost the low frequencies. Sometimes it'll reduce them. And this microphone's kind of bright. It increases some of the higher frequencies a little bit, but it sounds pretty clean and clear, mostly. And then it goes into a channel strip, because I'm in my little music studio here, and I have a channel strip in here. And that's giving it phantom power to power the mic. And then it's giving it gain with the preamp. And then I'm attenuating with post gain attenuation a little bit. And then I'm cutting around 400 hertz, about 5 dB. And then it's doing some 3 to 5 dB of compression. And then that goes into an 1176 clone by Audioscape that's compressing between 3 to 5 dB, sometimes 7 dB. And it gives my voice a more like polished, like radio ready sound, I think. But overall, this is my voice. I don't have any like boosts with an EQ. I'm not boosting the low end or the high end or the mid range. It's just some compression, mild saturation from the inherent nature of the 1176A and the preamp. And like I said, a little bit of compression. That's a decent amount of compression. But it helps like even my voice out, and it helps catch, like if I get loud, it helps control that and keep those like transients and those like chunks of sound like more even and balanced. Anyway, in OBS, I'm going to bring it up here. You won't be able to see it, but I want to see it so I can talk about it. I have a little signal chain. There's a noise suppressor to deal with my AC. It's right outside this door mounted. It's like in the ceiling, and it's super loud. So I'm trying to manage that. And there's a noise gate also to help manage that. And then I have an EQ that's doing like what is it called? It's doing like a high pass at 60 hertz. So it's cutting out anything below 60 hertz. That really low end boom that's just unnecessary to help clean it up a little. And then I have a de-esser to help with the S sounds. I find, especially with this mic and with the amount of gain and compression, it's kind of harsh. So I have a de-esser to help control that. And then I have a multiband compressor that just helps compress various parts of the frequency spectrum to keep it more balanced. And then I have a limiter just like in case, like a safety limiter at the end. And so I have this whole signal chain to have a more like professional sound, you know, because sound is important, but I'm not like, I like the idea. I believe in enhancing something, but there's like a point where like you've gone too far, you know? And I hear podcasts, content creators on YouTube. I hear the shit like in my headphones when I listen to like their channel or whatever. And I'm like, dude, you don't sound like that. Nobody sounds like that. That's fake. That's so fake that it's stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb as fuck, dude. Who are you trying to kid? You aren't fucking Batman, dude. This is dumb as hell. And it gave me the idea to like fuck around with some plugins for fun. And then I'm just going to do this for a second and then we'll play the game. But I have this I have Ozone. It's Ozone 9. It's a mastering suite of plugins that I bought a few years back. And I know they have newer versions, but I'm not going to buy every single fucking upgrade that comes out. I find that this version right here has everything that I have any use for. It has too much, to be honest. It's like more than I need. And it's really good. And if I feel like if I upgrade to a newer version, it's not going to run as well because it's going to have all of these extremely like CPU intensive plugins that are going to like basically make it unusable for me. I don't need like 1,000 multi-band spectral everything. I don't need every single tool to be spectral multi-band. Takes like five fucking CPUs to run it. It's dumb. Like you don't need that. Anyway, I'm using this mastering plugin to give my voice like a lot of low frequency presence and just enhancement overall to like kind of make a point because it's unnatural. But I'm going to turn it on and like imagine, right? Like I'm one of these I'm one of the pros. And like these guys, I feel like they get this idea, like they want to make some content and they get a mic, they get an interface, you know, they start recording and they hear themselves back like I did. And they're like you feel like throwing up when the average person never listens to their own voice. And when they do hear it on occasion, it makes them really uncomfortable and kind of sick. I don't sound like that, dude. No, I do not. And they don't want to hear it. It's like, actually, you do. That's everybody else is hearing that, dude, but you. Yeah, it's fucked up, isn't it? That you sound like a bitch and you don't know it. We all been laughing at you the whole fucking time. Everybody thinks you're a clown except you. You think you sound like Batman. And so I turn this on. There's going to be a lot of latency between my words and the video when I turn this on because it takes so many resources to run this. How do I sound now? Do I sound cool now? Is this going to make you like and subscribe? Does this make you hot? Do I sound like Batman? I thought that was fun. But I feel like in reality, a lot like nobody sounds like that. Nobody sounds like that. And I feel like in reality, right? Like they probably sound more like this. They probably sound more like this in reality. This is their real voice. And when they heard it back, they're like, dude, I don't sound like this little bitch. I do not. I sound like this. I sound like a real man. I sound cool. There's something wrong with my microphone. Obviously, I'm going to fix it here to sound like my real voice. And I hear some of these guys. It's always guys, right? Like girls aren't doing that. They don't, I don't know. Maybe like some girls actually cut a bunch of the frequencies out so that they have a smaller sounding voice because guys like that. They want to have like a little mousy voice. I don't know. Maybe some girls need to cut out the low end instead of boost it because they don't want to sound like a dude. They want guys to fucking follow them on their channel, so they make their voice sound like really weak and small. And then guys are like, hell yeah, dude. And they fucking like it and subscribe to it. But then like the guys, they gotta fucking boost the shit out of it because otherwise they're gonna sound like a little bitch. They sound like they drink out of a fucking baby bottle. Because they do. And when they fucking turn their camera off, they got a sippy cup on their fucking desk, dude. They're playing with toys and shit. They got like a video game t-shirt on. They fucking play with toys all day. Anyway, they got action figure collections. They collect like G.I. Joes and Transformers and shit. The fuck, dude? All right. So anyway, let's play some video games now. Let me make sure I got all these tools set up right. I'm going to change this. Wrong thing. Okay. And I've already got the game set up here. So let's do this. And hopefully this captures. Go to settings. I turned the volume off on this. Right there. Okay, let me get the controller going. Okay, now where the hell did I leave off? I was fucking around with this yesterday, maybe? Yesterday morning? Yesterday I was going to do some gaming and I was going to capture it. But I have been working behind the scenes with some other PC games and trying to like, you know, see how well they would capture. And it turns out like every fucking game needs like different settings in OBS and different settings in its, you know, in the game's settings menu for me to like play it and capture it well. And so I was working on that yesterday and the night before. And then I had to go in and fix a bunch of shit to then get this game working again because I had changed so many settings. So anyway, I was testing this yesterday and then I decided, you know what? I'm not in the mood. This is where I came from. Where am I going? This way, I guess. I'm not in the mood to play this. I feel creative. This was yesterday. I'm like, I feel creative today. Like I want to make something. And so I did that video of my, what the hell am I calling that series? Flow state. I'm going to start making more music, like more sounds in that series. I've got tools in here to do that, and it's going to give me the like inspiration and the motivation to start creating some new things. And I feel like it works out really well because like I'm in this room, this is my creative space. I've got the tools in here and I haven't used a lot of these tools in years, really. And now I'm going to start doing it again. I'm kind of excited about that. But like I'm going to mix it up. I don't have like a solid format yet, but I'm going to be mixing it up where like I'm going to have days where I do this. I'm going to have days where I'm making unique content. It's not just going to be playing games. I've got my gaming podcast kind of thing that I want to do some more of. I had some ideas for that. I decided to take some notes. It's something I don't typically do, but I'm like, dude, I forget when I'm got the camera on. Like, I forget what the hell idea I had the day before or the week before. So I took some notes down the other day, and I'm going to try to do that more often so that I have ideas to at least to give me a reference to be like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this thing, and I can look and see it on my little notepad to remind me. I don't like these guys. Why is she not? What the hell's going on? What the fuck? Do I have the wrong thing? Oh yeah. Dude, these guys! The hell away from me! The fuck is this? They're like little fucking parasites. Come get me, bitch. What, now nobody will set that trap off? Get the fuck out of here. I swear to God, like half the time I set that trap thing, it doesn't work because like the guys like won't fucking walk over it. Let's see what we got here.
Quite the lucky find indeed.
Yeah, my last session playing this game, dude, it took like almost 160 gigabytes to record that file. And I don't have very much storage on my computer. Oh no.
I think that does it.
Like, I think I mentioned this. I just need a drink, hold on. I think I mentioned this recently. The cost of storage has gone to a point that it's no longer affordable by average people. Like an SSD that I bought in 2023 for like 75 bucks on Amazon is like almost $400 now for the same exact. And like years later, a 1 terabyte SSD like that isn't even really that usable anymore because everything takes more space now. Like games are bigger, files are bigger. You know, the demand, like the need for more storage goes up as technology advances. But the prices have gone up to a point that it's no longer affordable. Like prices used to go down on shit like that. A 1 terabyte drive at this point, right now, a 1 terabyte drive should be like 50 bucks. Like $40 to $50 for one, because 1 terabyte isn't really that usable anymore. It's not enough. And, you know, like a $300 drive should be like the 4 to 8 gig, or not gig, the 4 to 8 terabyte NVMEs should be like 300 bucks instead of like 3,000. I'm pretty sure it was like a PlayStation certified SSD I saw recently. It was an 8 terabyte drive and it was like over $3,000 for this fucking thing. You're buying a PlayStation that, like, keep in mind, cost about $500 like 5 fucking years ago. And they want to sell you a storage drive for it that costs $3,000. Like, what world are these people fucking living in that they think that's acceptable and that anybody's gonna buy that? Only rich people are gonna buy that, dude. That's not a sustainable, like, fucking market. This need for exponential growth and this insatiable greed, it has no boundaries. I mean, you can see it's cancerous. These people are like a cancer. They're like a plague upon the world. And it's like, well, I don't need to fucking 8 terabyte drive that bad. I think I'm gonna spend $3,000 for some basic storage. 8 terabytes isn't that much storage, dude. Like, I was building computers professionally, like over 5 years ago, that had 20 terabyte drives in it. Like that, we've had gigantic drives that dwarf something like that for years and years. And like, yeah, they were mechanical drives, but still. Okay, where do I want to go here? Let me go get that magic thing. But like, even a mechanical drive is too expensive now. For what I'm doing here, you know, like, I would like to have better tools. I'm so grateful that I have this computer and that I put this stuff together in my little studio here all those years ago when I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shit. And it would be awesome if I could afford to get some better tools. Ooh, let me go up here. You know, this computer is getting kind of dated now. Like I said, the main system itself was put together in late 2021. And at this point, right, it's like, it's pushing 5 years. Computer starts to get kind of dated at that point. Unfortunately, I put that RTX 4070 in here in 2023. It kind of, it gave this thing a longer life, for sure. Yeah, let's check out this labyrinth. I like getting new cloaks. And I like exploring these places. It's kind of fun.
It is way too quiet in here.
Well, the calmness is still.
Hey, come at me. Or are you scared?
Let's show them a thing or three.
Hmm.
Well,
Actually, it did.
Nowhere. Right in the sweet spot. Here it comes. Felt that.
I wonder if these guys poison me. I don't want to find out. Oh, here we go. Okay, I've got multiple paths I can take. I'll go this way here.
That was a tricky one. Let's see. What do we got here?
Wait a minute.
I can use this.
Here we go. What's this here?
Was just thinking I could use something like this.
Nice.
you use it wisely.
Oh, here's another one.
Here we go.
Such enthusiasm.
Yeah. Whoa. Found it. Lots of this. Stop making me happy. Flash. There it is.
Shit. I didn't make it.
All right. Getting there. I think that's all of them.
Seems like it. Nice work.
Okay.
Ooh, nice find.
Go over here. These remind me a little bit of like dungeons from The Legend of Zelda. I get that vibe,
Yes.
Not bad.
but less annoying. I played Ocarina of Time on the N64. a couple months ago. And I remember loving that game. And I did not love it. Replaying it, I couldn't really stomach more than a few hours of it.
Seems this is the end of the road.
Back we go.
You can use that to heal yourself.
It's interesting going back to that stuff. You know, I've talked about this before, but it's interesting going back to those old games. There's so much talk. There's so many fucking clowns on the internet that talk about that shit like it's important. It's like that kid's toy I played with when I was fucking 6. It's life-changing experience, dude. You need to play it. It's so good. They just don't make games like that anymore. It's so amazing. And it's like, dude, it's like a dumb kid's toy. And it sucks. And it feels like shit to play. It's not that good. I grew up playing that. I played it like at the right time, you know? I was like... Well, I was actually like, probably about 18 when I played it. Maybe for some of the people that have like a really strong attachment to games like that, maybe they were like 6 or 8 when they played it. Or 12 or something. It's like in their dumb kid's mind. It was amazing. I liked it a lot when it came out. It was one of my favorite games. And then I got rid of it. And I got a fucking real console. I got a Sega Saturn.
Oh, boss battle.
I still kind of like the N64, but I recognize it as kind of trash, to be honest, dude. Oh, this guy sucks. Man, he's making it hard to hit him. Oh wait, here we go. Come on, get on the ground so I can hit you. This is disorienting. Okay, good.
It says you should. Top marks.
Anyway, after playing through a few hours of Ocarina of Time recently, I have zero interest in playing that remake that Nintendo announced. I'm like, dude, no. If it's just a better version of that game, which, right, like that's what it's going to be. It's a remake of it. I don't want to play it. I have zero interest in seeing any of that shit just in higher fidelity. But I feel like a lot of gamers, they look at it as like something that's for them. And it's like maybe partially, you know, Nintendo would like to sell as many copies of their games and hardware as possible. But I think it's also to try to stay relevant
Ancient weapon.
for like a new generation of people. They're making a new version of the thing that you remembered as a child and have fond memories of. And you're going to buy it for your kids and say, hey kids, this is mommy and daddy's favorite game. We want you to like it too. And they're going to buy it for them. hoping that they're going to like the same things as them. And most of the time, they're probably not, because that's just not how reality works. Every generation does this. Every generation tries to get their kids to get into the thing that they grew up with, and their kids don't want to do it because they're into whatever is currently relevant. Even if it sucks from your perspective, that's what they're into. But Nintendo's trying to make that stuff. They're trying to stay relevant, right? They can't just... Okay, they can't just like sell their games to people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. They've always been a company that has been more focused on younger people. And I think they're trying to do that with these remakes and shit, but
Watch where you're going.
I don't know. I'm not...
Yeah, yeah.
The world is so different now. I don't know how many young kids are going to give a shit about a fucking Legend of Zelda remake. I don't think most kids are growing up hearing about Nintendo or really knowing much about Nintendo. And I feel like Nintendo is kind of fucked up because they no longer have that like affordable. They no longer have that affordable option for kids, where a kid can put like a GBA SP in their pocket and bring it with them to school. They can put a little sleek, affordable handheld with like fun handheld like games designed for being played on the go. They don't have that anymore.
They're so dry.
The idea of a little kid going to school with a fucking like $700 Switch 2 that you need a carrying case for and has a battery life of like 5 fucking minutes and gets hot as fuck. And all the games are like, they're console games.
What's this?
It's not a portable handheld experience, and it's not the kind of thing you can just throw in your pocket. It's not the kind of thing that a parent is going to feel like when I had a Game Boy, an original Game Boy as a kid in the late 80s and in the 90s. My parents were never like, be real careful with that. That was extremely expensive, and no, you can't bring that to school. You know? They didn't even really pay attention to it. It was this like rugged, durable, fairly affordable device that was made for kids and was portable. It was designed to be a portable device. It wasn't designed to be a fucking console, you know? And it made sense. And they don't have a product like that anymore.
Got you on your toes now.
And I feel like in the long run, why is this? I feel like in the long run, it's kind of going to bite them in the ass that they don't have that anymore. Get the hell out of here. Get away from me.
Reasonably impressive, I suppose.
Reasonably? Kiss my ass.
Just checking to see if the foliage is still animating correctly. I feel like the one thing Nintendo always excelled at was making an affordable, well-made, interesting handheld device that was very portable. And now they're not always the best console maker. And they haven't been a good console maker for like 20 fucking years. Oh, we're close to a fountain.
There's such a thing as relying on it too much, you know.
There's a guy who's basically a bunch of metal held together by this stuff.
Especially with the price of everything going through the fucking roof. I've been thinking about this. Like, I talked about it in one of my Game Thoughts videos. I don't go back and watch those. Because, like, I change as I move through time. And like I think about things and maybe my opinion changes. I was thinking, like maybe there's this, I was talking about in one of my videos, like maybe there's a place for somebody to come in. And that is really harsh. For somebody to come in and make a more affordable console that is not a super high spec next gen system that takes physical media. And like the more I think about it, it's like maybe in the console space that doesn't happen, but maybe there's a place for it with a really cool handheld. You know, maybe Nintendo gets back into making cool handhelds again. Something that is portable, that's tiny. There's something for kids, a tiny ass little, like look at the Joy-Cons. It's so weird looking at Nintendo's products. Like those Joy-Cons are for toddlers. No adult hand can manage those fucking Joy-Cons. Those things are designed for like a toddler's hands. But the hardware itself, the console and like the games, okay, I can kick off from the ground now, are more for like adults. But like the controllers are like for little kids. It's such a weird fucking abomination. And what if they made like this cute little, tiny little handheld that a kid could put in their fucking pocket and it was cheap because it's a low powered device like a fucking 3DS or something. And it looks cool, it's cheap, it's portable, it's small. And it has physical media on it, these little cartridges or something. And maybe that would make more sense. And they've always been good at that. They were always good at doing that. It's like the one thing they were good at. They don't do anymore. Who the fuck is after me? What are those? What the hell's coming up here? Get out of here. Yeah, that's right. Come on up. Come get me. Oh, you son of a bitch. Where's the other one? You son of a bitch. Okay, I did not mean to do that.
Might as well hold on to this.
Oh yeah, we've got a bunch of magic. I'm kind of hoarding it though, because I know I'm going to be getting Sila's magic here. I suspect I'm going to get it in this video here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, here we go.
Man, I'm glad I kept my sneakers on.
Really is incredible.
Oh, these babies are literally the pinnacle of human ingenuity. What was I gonna make again?
I'm not sure. Actually, hold on. Oh. I mean numbers? Huh. Yeah, shit, let's do this one. I'm just looking, I'm like trying to compare stats. Okay, let's upgrade it. Oh, wow. Let's see here. It's not bad. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, wow. Do I... Yeah, whatever.
Did you find something?
The storms that form where the break is strongest are capable of warping everything in their path, including the very land itself. As one might expect, any living being unfortunate enough to be caught up in one is instantly killed. Cognizants who have observed them from afar came to refer to them as the corruption's rage, for their seemingly unbridled ferocity.
How do you even research shit like this?
By putting your life at very great risk indeed. It's about time you learned something new.
Still haven't mastered these. We're getting there. Okay, let's leave. Which way? Down here? So fucking cool. My pet cat here, he collects items for me once in a while. Where's that? It's a bunch of guys down there. Okay.
Here it comes. My best shot.
Come on.
Ah, yeah.
Such a sense of impact.
This fight.
How can I not? It's that or get my ass whooped.
Wait a minute, where the hell? Like off track here. I seem to recall. You know what? I should go over there and walk down that path and pick up that magic. I seem to recall getting into like some fairly difficult encounters up ahead. Oh, what's this?
Alfia wouldn't be able to.
Another necklace? Let's get it.
We got this. And I love this. This'll do it. Nope, not working. I didn't hit that actually. Yeah.
What do we have left? Okay, where is he? Where is he? The fuck? I don't see anybody. Fuck is going on? There's nobody here. What the hell? There's no one here, dude. Okay, now he spawns in. Oh, fuck you. He dodges. The hell out of here.
How'd you like this? Felt that.
Damn it, I'm stuck.
Good night.
Man, the cooldowns on these things are ridiculous. Nice.
Tired after that little performance?
I'm always tired.
All's well then. Wonderful.
Let's see. What
A necklace once worn by Tanta Sila. Its name means heirloom of the warrior maidens. It increases the effect of Sila's signature red magic. Well, I don't have that yet.
I can see why this was worth protecting.
But now I've got it. For when I do have the magic.
That's quite a find.
Huh. What's this?
These little ruins look cool as hell. Something in here. What is that arrow thing? How? What is that?
Well, this place is...
A painting depicting a small fishing village on the coast of Praenost. This was once an idyllic place where parents walked hand in hand with their children, and local fishermen hauled in great catches from which the region's much admired cuisine was made. While the scene may seem to be one of breezy tranquility, in reality it would have been accompanied by a hot, dry wind blowing in from the nearby mountains and sweltering midsummer heat.
Fun? There's nothing here but rocks. Look at that rock.
It's Tonto and Tonto to be unforgiving in every respect.
Sounds about right. Man, I would so not have been Team Silo.
I always miss the commotion when there's no one around, don't you?
Believe me, you're plenty of commotion all by yourself.
Ooh.
We're still a ways off.
Come on. Just thinking, like, I watch Digital Foundry sometimes. It's one of the few, they're one of the few, like, I don't even know if you'd call them content creators. I mean, suppose you could say that.
Possibly. Watch where you go.
That I can actually
Yeah.
stomach watching. And even then, I don't watch everything they make. But they're very hypercritical about other people's work and the tools that the technology that they use to make their work. So like if there's any issues with like the frame rate, with like micro stuttering or traversal stutter or whatever it is, you know, they'll really tear it apart. And I, like from my perspective, like that stuff matters. It really does. When a game isn't running well, it kind of ruins the experience, or it can. But I like to look at it as a whole. And using this game as an example, like they didn't like this game. They kind of hated this engine. They took a shit all over it.
To use magic that
I think I remember one of the guys on there saying that like they hope they never see another Luminous Engine game ever again. And it's like, as a whole, like any issues that they might have had doing their testing, like maybe for them personally, because of the way that they have to test it, it was a bad experience. But like as a whole, this engine, these tools like really suit this experience. They work for this type of experience.
up ahead, be ready for anything.
Yeah.
I don't just rate something or analyze something based on like its raw, like technical performance. It's like, yeah, but like traversing this environment the way that I do in this massive open world with all of these effects and with visuals like this, like it works well in this application. And you probably couldn't have the same experience if they had went with like UE4 or something. It works really well for this experience, the way that they applied it. Despite any issues that it might have technically. My controller keeps acting up. I don't know, I don't know what the hell it is. I'm pretty sure I have to fight a bunch of guys up here. God damn it.
Looks like somebody was expecting us. Okay. How do you like this? Found you. Got you on your toes now.
Oh, wow. Up there. Damn it.
How do you like this? Oh yeah.
I think I got one of them.
Yeah. How about this? The shot. Yeah.
Nice.
So glad.
That went a little easier than expected.
Ooh, nice find.
What?
Proceed with extreme caution, Frey.
Or we could, I don't know, go around?
Oh shit. That's right. I think I have to just like run through this area. Okay.
Sounds good to me. Lead on.
Shit. I'm out of magic.
sucks.
Frame rate's getting all weird. My frame counter's solid though.
That was batshit
That's the weird
crazy.
thing. It's 60 FPS.
What a company. I'd rather be there alone than spend one more minute in this fucking hellhole.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, sure. Much better.
Something got all fucked up.
Guess you forgot how long we waited about across
It's 60 FPS. I don't know what is happening.
fuck.
I've got that little Steam like overlay monitoring this. I probably should have restarted my computer before I did this because I was testing a bunch of games and I kept changing settings and then quitting the game and changing settings and quitting the game. Sometimes after you've done that for a while, you've got to restart Windows. Sometimes some of these issues that you encounter in games are potentially Windows related. If it keeps happening, I'm going to restart it.
Feeling better?
Not really.
What the hell? I think it's still happening.
Better than this.
The fuck is going on?
It is quite beautiful.
Yeah. In everything here wants to kill you kind of way.
No, I just mean that even amongst the madness, there's a sort of delicate grace. Destruction and corruption are forms of creation in themselves.
Wow. You sound like a serial killer.
What?
Destruction and corruption are beautiful forms of creation in themselves.
I don't sound like that.
You absolutely sound like that.
No, no, you absolutely sound like that. Yeah, see? Two can play at that game.
You're fucking stupid.
Well, perhaps not everyone has the sensitivity and subtlety required to appreciate the beauty inherent in chaos.
Sure, Hannibal.
Who? Oh, yeah. Joke.
Bingo. Well, before we set off, we might as well take a look at this floor plan that Dohidi gave us.
Finally. Going to the castle.
Forgive me if I'm not excited.
Is it still doing it? All right, you know what? I'm gonna save it right here. And I'm gonna quit the game. And then I'm gonna restart the game and see if that fixes it. I like this music here in the beginning, at the title screen. It loads very quickly, I will say.
Let's take this photo. That's that.
Guess that'll do.
I'm just looking at like the enemies way out in the distance. You know, you can't see them very well. They're obviously not going to be rendered with like the full fidelity as they would be if I got up close. But like the animations and the way they look way out in the distance still looks really good. I've played some other games. It might even have been Final Fantasy 16, possibly, where enemies in the distance looked like trash. And the animations were like, you know, like 2 frames. It looked like 2 frames a second animation or something.
They did not hold back in the fortifications, huh?
The so-called Hunter of Strength. We'll need to be careful. This is a place faced entire armies.
How do you get inside?
Tens, thousands met their fate at the end of her blade.
Man, this guy's taking a lot of hits. Damn, where is this thing?
I am very aware of that. Thanks.
Where is it? I hate when this happens. Okay, where is this guy? What the hell was going on?
Be ready to protect yourself.
I will, with you. Might as well pocket this.
He was like, be ready to protect yourself. And she's like, I will, with you.
Yeah, kinda gateway to hell vibes.
Ooh, very evocative. For once, I wholeheartedly agree.
Shit, I shouldn't have jumped down. How am I gonna get up there? Maybe I can get over here. Oh, damn it. Hey. I don't think I can make that jump. Maybe I go over that arch.
Must have had quite an army.
Guess I'll try it.
What the hell is this?
I'm not entirely sure. Careful now.
Oh, sprint. Oh, no. Shit, I almost broke my headphones. I don't want to fucking race. Get out of here. I don't want to do that. No. I thought I was fighting enemies. I don't. No. I don't want to do that. No. come back some other time. Oh, shit.
The break is getting worse.
You know what? I'm going to come back here. I want to get to Sila. Like, I feel like I'm not going to get there again in this video if I keep going on all these fucking little side tangents here. Holy Christ! All right, let me get the hell over there. Okay, let me do it then. These fucking guys, get the fuck out of here. Okay, where is that happening? Like,
No, it's not the ability to use magic that
like, where is that coming from? Oh, wow. No, I'm not going over there. I'm gonna get hit. All right, come on. Dude, who the hell is doing that?
Gross.
Like, I can't figure out who's shooting that stuff at me. From where?
This is gonna sting. Okay.
Okay, who else is here? There's no one left. I got him. This is so irritating. I hate when this happens. I'll say playing this is so much more comfortable than when I was playing the PS5 in my living room. It sucks not being able to use my nice TV, but this monitor's not bad. And like one of the biggest differences, besides like overall comfort, is the temperature. My fucking living room felt like it was about 100 degrees when I played that PS5 in there. It was insane how fucking hot it got in that room. I would be all sweaty with my AC on. And it's like one of those big central air units. In here on my fucking PC. And you'd think it would get hotter. But for some reason, like, it doesn't get as hot. And I've mentioned it, I think, in maybe my last video. Like, I have a weird setup. My PC is actually in the living room, and I routed all the cables to like a dead outlet in the wall that I took apart so I can run all the cables to the fucking wall. And that way this room doesn't have the PC noise or the heat from it. Shit.
Yep.
Come on. But even so, the living room doesn't get hot like it did with the PS5 on.
Quite a special one.
Okay, let me move, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just continue.
What's the matter?
Wondering if maybe there's a quieter way in than the front door.
Sure we're not getting cold?
This is quite a fucking journey.
No.
Just getting to Sila.
Before I leave.
It's and like I've wandered off a few times, but I kind of went straight to the fucking goal here. Do I have to do each one of these? I feel like I have to click on each one of these.
The floor plan seems to show a narrow path running up it.
Another way in, maybe.
Soon. We're getting there. We're starting to catch up to where we left off on the PS5.
As any,
Assuming it's not.
perhaps,
Yeah.
according to the
Okay, come on.
I didn't expect the place to be so dead.
I'd count my blessings if I were you. Let's hurry up and find Sila, shall we?
Got some time to kill. Could read a book.
Nice.
No doubt about it. You're getting better at this.
What was I gonna make again?
Okay. Lights on here. It's something I really want to see in games in the future, where you can actually enter buildings, like each one of these buildings. I mentioned it in my Cyberpunk little test video I did on PC. That's like one of the areas that we still haven't really seen improved upon over the decades, over the generations of technological advancement. Every fucking game, you can't enter the fucking buildings. It's like it's still a problem. It's still like something we can't fucking achieve.
Who's there?
I am not. I'm sure it's a controversial topic. It is. And like, I get it. But I'm not completely opposed to people using AI tools in game development. You can't just look at something purely from the perspective of, well, but then it's not made by people. And it's like, first of all, the entire experience is fake. It's simulated. there's so much happening behind the scenes that you as a game player don't know shit about. You have no idea what is involved with game development. And from every perspective and every approach. You can't just look at it as, well, but then it's not made by a person anymore. And it's like, dude, a lot of that shit probably isn't really made by a person. And like, you know, our engineers, even people, like they're kind of like a separate class. And it's like, I mentioned it in one of my Game Thoughts videos. Like, not everything that people make is worth your time. It's not always a good idea to have somebody make something manually. Sometimes it makes sense to have some sort of process automated, because otherwise you're just wasting time. Like, you're wasting time. Like, if you think about tools you might use at a job on a daily basis, it's like, not every single task and every step and every process that you're performing should be some manual function that a person is performing. Sometimes it makes sense to have something automated so that it saves you time so that you can be more efficient at doing your job. And especially when you look at it with the cost, with the cost overall, it's too expensive going forwards to keep making these like big, expensive, high production value games. Like, nobody can afford it. You can't afford to pay. Like, you have to look at it from so many different perspectives. You can't afford to pay like 1,000 people for 10 years, paying each person like $200,000 a year salary to like take their sweet ass time milking their job because they got a cushy job and they know they don't have to work very hard, so that your game takes 10 fucking years to produce, and then it comes out and nobody fucking cares anyway, and then you go out of business. Like, that's not a realistic way to go forwards. I was listening to somebody talk on a podcast. I'm not going to call them out or anything, but they were mentioning that, like, they were talking to like an engineer or somebody in game development that they knew in the industry that was experimenting with some of these like AI assisted tools. And they like, essentially, they were trying to build like a structure, like the inside of a building. And they gave this like AI assisted tool like the schematics of the structure, and they said it took it like 10 seconds to do what it would have taken them weeks of like shit manual labor assembling this structure piece by piece. It just slapped it together in like 10 seconds. And then you can go in there and you can fucking fine tune it and like design it so that it looks believable and probably fix issues. What is with my controller all of a sudden again? I imagine there will be times where it actually makes sense to utilize some of those tools. And you also have to look at it from a broad perspective, not just your own personal perspective. Like me personally, I like nice art, real art made by real people. That's something I really do appreciate. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Why is she? Oh, I had the wrong one selected. God. I like that stuff. Some people don't give a shit, dude. Some people can't, they don't appreciate art. They do a spell. Why is she not? Do it. Great, fucking missed him. You fucking kidding me. There's people out there that have like zero taste. Zero. And you probably know some of them. And they don't care about that stuff. They don't appreciate that stuff. How did my magic change? Dude, get rid of this fucking thing. Waste of my time. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying there's like so many different perspectives and you can't just look at one single perspective. I could totally see it being useful for some tasks and for some studios and some games and some companies and some workflows. There's always going to be variety. You're going to have people out there that don't believe in using tools like that, and they won't. And it's like they'll come out and say everything we do is made by a person. And then their game's going to come out and you're like, this is a broken, buggy mess with bad art. It's unplayable. You know, Digital Foundry is going to say the game isn't worth your time because the fucking tech sucks. And it's like, well, our real people weren't very good at their jobs. I mean, we could have used the AI tool and it would have fixed all these problems, but you guys would have complained if we did that and you would have fucking said our game was shit. But now you're saying our game sucks because we're not like fucking perfect. We're not as good as a machine. So so you can't win. Because it's like if you don't operate at this like highest level achievable by all of humanity, essentially machine grade skill set, like people are gonna shit on your game. Be like, this just sucks. It's fucking broken, buggy mess. And then if you use some tools to help fix those issues, they're gonna say it's trash because you didn't do it. You didn't actually like manually you didn't take 10 more years to do this and hire like 6,000 more fucking people to iron out these issues. And then you do that and it's like, well, the game has to be more money now because it took us more years and more money. And no one's gonna buy it. They're gonna say it's a ripoff. Like, you can't fucking win. And it's like, where do you find the balance? That's the difficult part. I think you're just going to see it, like, whether you like it or not. Most companies are going to use some kind of AI-assisted tool to help them with some part of the process. There's just so many moving parts. It's unmanageable. It's becoming, like, unfucking manageable, dude. I'm going to guess, like, 99.99999% of people on Earth have no idea what goes into making anything. Even the most basic thing. They don't create things. They just, and I hate this word, but like they just consume things. There's definitely areas where that shit doesn't belong, though. And I'll tell you. I actually tried using... I dabbled with trying, like, testing out, like, asking, like, Google's AI some questions. Because I was trying to troubleshoot an issue with a piece of equipment I had, and I couldn't find any answers online. It was such a weird, specific question. I couldn't find any kind of answer. I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, I'm curious. Like, can this fucking tool, like, it's supposed to be so amazing, right? It costs like $20 trillion, consumes the power of an entire half the planet. You know, it takes up like the space of like 2 fucking countries. Every big company that's invested in it is going to tell you it's changing the world, and it's, you know, that it's everything they're saying it is. And so I asked it, like, hey, how do I set up this piece of hardware to route these signals? And it was giving me very specific instructions. You're gonna go here, you're gonna open this option, you're gonna click on this thing. And I'm trying it and I'm like, that didn't work. And it was like, oh, well then that means this happened. So you need to go and do this. And I followed all the instructions, dude. It's like 2 fucking hours. Seeing if this like Google AI could help me troubleshoot and fix an issue I was having. And I get to the, after like 2 hours of misery, it's getting all stuttery again. After like 2 hours of misery, it still wasn't working. And so then I'm like, but the whole time it's telling me that I can do this thing I'm trying to do. And I get, after like 2 hours of misery and nothing working, I'm like, I ask their AI assistant, I'm like, is this even possible? Oh no, it's not. You can't do that with this piece of hardware. And I'm like, you piece of useless ass shit. The whole time you're telling me I can do this and telling me how to do it. And then when I come out and I ask you very specifically, is it even possible? You tell me it's fucking not? Like, what a useless piece of junk fucking tool. How the fuck would it not tell me that in the first fucking place? I was so fucking disgusted, dude. And I do not normally engage with a tool like that. I'll be honest. Like it's repulsive to me. But I wanted to see. I wanted to see if it could actually do this thing. And it fucking didn't, dude. It acted like it could. It made me believe that it would work. And then when I asked it very specifically, like, hey, is this even possible? It was like, oh no, dude, you can't do that with this thing. And it's like, how the fuck would you not know that in the first place? And when I first asked the question, say, that's not something you can do with this piece of hardware. To me, it's like right away, like it kind of comes off as trash to me because of that. Like, how many trillions of dollars are they spending on that thing? How many fucking countries of like space is that thing taking up?
See, what did I tell you? Oh, dear.
So much for plugging the gap behind the fences.
All right, let's go.
Oh, there's a storm coming in now.
The break is
I really do like this weather.
It's rather up to you.
Like the weather simulation in this game. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Sense a hostile presence beyond your guard.
Yeah, stay frosty. Got it.
Bastard.
That's not doing much.
Come on.
I'm getting a feel for this.
I fucking hate enemies that are resistant. In any game. It's fucking miserable.
That's quite fun.
Fucking things again. Oh, shit.
Nope, not working.
Shit.
Bring in the pain.
Shit.
Like this. Oh my god.
And we have a lot of magic, which is great. Because once I get Sila's magic, I'm gonna fucking level the fuck up. Alright, that's cool. I like how quiet it is in here. There's all this fucking chaos outside. And it's like, I don't know, it's probably like magically protected. And like the moment you walk in here, it's just perfect. It's dead silent. This controller is such a piece of junk, dude. It's like half the time I go to move the character and it's like not working or there's all this
Well, this
latency.
place is fun. There's nothing here but rocks. Look at that rock.
It's got to be some limitation with like the Bluetooth and the fact that my computer, it is technically behind a wall, but it's literally like 6 feet away from me. And I have the port in the walls opened. And I've used other controllers. Like I can use the PS5 controller with this PC. I just don't like setting it up and disconnecting it from the PS5. And I had issues with it the last time I used it. It wasn't working consistently. I remember there being some kind of problem with it, and I'm like, I don't want to use this again. What I'd really like to have is a dedicated PC controller. I'd almost rather have a fucking wired controller, to be honest. I hate having to charge shit all the time. And that PS5 controller, that fucking thing, needs to be plugged in and charged about every 4 fucking hours.
Check out these paintings.
I most certainly will, as should...
You know what? I'll turn the audio up.
You know your enemy and all that?
So that's them, huh?
Not anymore.
I wonder why they turned on their own people.
I think after I defeat Sila, I'm gonna stop this video. I'm gonna have to check and see how much space I have left on my SSD, and then I think I need to restart the computer.
Tanta Prav herself.
Looks a little judgy, but fair, I guess.
The Tanta of Justice.
I could tell. Spend plenty of time standing in front of women like that.
Lawbreaker, eh?
I'm not proud of it. Look, I didn't make society. I just had to survive in it.
Ah, that would be Tanta Sinta.
Wow. She's beautiful.
Yes. She does possess a certain aesthetic appeal.
No, I mean, like, from the inside. It shines through her.
She was the Tanta of love.
Those eyes. So kind. So comforting.
So tragic. For all that innocent purity to be twisted by madness. The venerable Tanta Olas.
She looks smart.
She was the Tanta of Wisdom.
I had a teacher like her. Same look in her eye.
You went to school?
Believe it or not, I didn't spend my entire childhood developing a tough street girl persona.
Could have fooled me. Sila, Tanta of Strength. But you knew that already, of course.
Yup, you can tell she's the one in charge. Looks tough as hell, too. Very impressive. No wonder the people trusted her to lead them into battle.
Propaganda.
The Purge of the Red Egg. Yeah, I saw that mentioned in a book from the archives. So, the Athenians fought a war way back when?
Yes, the Redig were their opponents, I believe.
And the Tantas led their people into battle.
Indeed they did. Quite literally, they fought on the very front lines.
Wow. They were pretty good leaders before they went batshit crazy, huh?
Well, feeling more knowledgeable on the subject of all things Tanta.
You'll never see that in real life.
Yeah, a little, I guess.
Wonderful. Then shall we go and meet a real one?
All right, let's do this.
Frey! No name for a demon. I am surprised you made it this far. I'm impressed.
Is that actually you? Or are you hiding behind one of your puppets again?
I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sila.
So, face to face with the kitty killer herself.
There will always be casualties in war.
Great. No war, no casualties. Sounds good to me.
Simple-minded. Silly girl. Naive. There will always be war.
No, there doesn't have to be. But you and your goons don't care who you hurt. You killed a child. A little girl. Her blood is on your hands.
No. It is you who trespassed on my land. You who set this battle in motion. You disregard rules and then act as if you are the victim? Take responsibility for your actions, as I will for mine.
No time like the present. Oh, the hell?
This is how you wish to proceed. So be it! You are quicker than you look, demon. Perhaps it is not luck alone that brought you here. Let us see what else you have to show me.
Dodging fireballs isn't easy. Might these pillars protect you from the worst of them, perhaps? Be very careful. She's lethal up close.
Damn! Talk about tough. We got this.
The power extends to conjuring weapons out of thin air, I see. An opening. Now, Frank!
Die! Finally, a challenge. You dare face the Tanta of war? Taste my true power!
Fucking her up.
Wicked demon! How dare you besmirch my armor! You will regret this!
Not if this is the best you've got.
Champions of Prenost! Seize her!
Hiding behind your minions again? I thought Tantas were supposed to be powerful.
Foolish child. This has been nothing but sport. It is time for you to learn what my soldiers are truly capable of.
It appears you put a dent in the mighty Sila's armor.
That dent's about to get a lot bigger. Come on. Screw you!
Wicked demon! This place shall be your grave!
I need to get rid of these guys.
Ow! These guys are such a pain in my ass.
Ha! Soldiers afraid of. Give the demon no quarter.
Oh, here.
Your carelessness shall cost you your life.
That's not doing much.
Well, don't just stand there. Kill her. Useless fools!
Worth a shot.
My soldiers will make mincemeat of you.
It's raining rocks now? This shit ain't fair.
No! My fearless warriors!
There we
Next,
go.
bitch.
All evil must
That's
be
right.
purged.
Oh, go purge yourself.
Ha! You will pay for your insolence!
Damn it.
You will burn for humiliating me!
Oh my god.
This may not be good. Her anger is fueling her power.
Well, you know what? She's not the only one who's pissed off. Time to finish this.
Tell me, demon, what do you make of my blade? Its edge has been honed
Can't
on
even
the
see.
flesh of 1,000 enemies.
Oh, please. I'm ending your bullshit now.
Do your worst. My sword screams
Ah.
out for a taste of your blood.
Steady, Frey. Keep her down.
All your talk merely amounted to this.
How about this?
Well, have you had your fill? Impressive!
Damn right. I didn't come here to lose. Get in there.
What's the matter? No longer so hungry
Fucking
for
controller keeps losing sync.
revenge. I don't think you can defeat me! Do your worst!
Great. Shit,
Ah.
gotta find somewhere safe. This'll do it. Ugh. This is nothing.
Oh shit. Get up there. Get up. Why is she not going up? The fuck?
I gotcha. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What are you waiting for? I am right here!
This is going nowhere. Do something, Frey.
I don't know what is happening with my controller.
Left.
Like
Oh,
half,
yeah.
I wonder if the battery's almost dead or something.
Return to the darkness from whence you came!
Boundaries.
Why does my magic keep changing? Oh my god, dude, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Where is she?
Who shall be raised before me? Come, demon!
That was for you, Olivia.
All will be well.
What is happening?
I'm not sure.
Whoa. I think we just leveled up.
I'm gonna have to stop it here soon and restart my computer. It seems like it's fucking up a lot. Sometimes that fixes the issue.
What's wrong? You're awfully quiet.
I just took someone's life.
With good reason. The people of Sepul will thank you for it.
I really thought it would... I don't know. I just wanted to punish her. Thought it would make me feel better.
But it didn't.
No.
It's no easy thing to take the life of another.
Well, I've taken out break zombies, but only in self-defense. This I did out of anger. It was premeditated.
It was self-preservation. She was never going to stop coming after you. More innocents would have died. More Olivias.
I guess. Kill one to save many, right?
Exactly.
Hey, Cuff.
I'm not gonna read this. I just did this. Okay. So now we've got her magic. And I think they give us a little tutorial here. Dude, I want to turn this off so fucking bad. I'm gonna do it as soon as this is done. There's something going on with my computer. All right, so what do I do here? Press X.
Why don't we try out your new gifts?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Oh, it's pissing me off. This like stuttering shit.
Whoa. Okay.
Now keep an eye out for places where you can put your new skills to use.
Dude, what is going on? Yeah, I can't lock on anything.
No!
All right, I need to stop it. I can't take this. Let me save it here. Something happened, and I suspect I need to restart the computer. Like, I've had similar issues. Quit this. Yes! Quit, please. Oh my God. How many steps to turn this off? Okay. I have had similar issues with like when I'm working with audio. and the computer's been on for a while, and I've been routing a bunch of tracks and using different plugins, and like I close the program and open it again and close it over like the course of days, where all of a sudden like everything on the computer runs like shit. Even just doing audio, like I'm in a program like say Reaper or Ableton Live, and like clicking on a track normally is like instantaneous. You click on the track and you immediately can like open up like plugins on that track. And then when this weird issue happens, you click on the track and it takes like 20 or 30 seconds, or sometimes even almost a minute for like the track to become like usable. And something like that has happened here. And I suspect it's because I've opened and closed a lot of different games and programs over the last few days and changed a lot of settings. So I'm going to stop this. I'm going to restart the computer, and hopefully that fixes the issue. And then I'll play some more of this either later today or maybe tomorrow. And hopefully it'll run a little better. So until then, goodbye.